Oh, hi. How you guys doing? I'm doing all right, thanks. So I'm gonna move into a different topic real quick, okay? I tried dragging this out so that I don't offend anybody, but my time unfortunately reaches a max and it cuts me off, and I'm only a third of the way through my freaking thing. So we're gonna try this a little bit differently. I'm just gonna lay it out there, and then maybe I'll do a little bit of that political correctness backtracking. But let's see. So I wrote this today. Coming together as one, and I'm talking about America. Have you seen the drastic yearly increase in the exponential divide within America? Because I have. The powers that be wish to drive a wedge between the people of the nation. They use true and logical points, but then blow them way out of proportion in the pathetic hopes that chaos will ensue. Allow me to elaborate. They'll use this to divide men and women. Women are oppressed. The patriarchy. Wow, what a fucking cop-out, huh? There it is. A fairly logical point, blown way out of proportion. This is how the world operated successfully for thousands of years. It was never intentionally done to limit women. Maybe in the past, I can't speak for that, but I'm saying it's just that that's what worked over time. Men had their roles as providers and to be strong and to be able to overcome these things. If any obstacles come in them or their family's way, they would be apt to handle it. And the wives would raise the children with good morals and standards. They would raise them by giving them healthy food and cooking hot meals for them. And they would really be the nurturer and the provider of the family. Without women, humanity wouldn't exist. And I understand you need men too. But this is the whole point, is men and women need each other. And we should love each other. You know what I mean? Unconditionally to a certain degree. We shouldn't be pitting things against each other and using one-ups to be like, oh, well, we have it worse. No, we do. Oh, well, here's why. You know what I mean? What is that solving? It's solving nothing, okay? So this is what gets me so upset. So things like that are exactly what turns women against men. Okay? So now you have these people in the middle who didn't want to take one side or the other, and they're using these logical facts, but then blowing them out of proportion and saying, see, the root of this is evil. The root of this is that they wanted to pit you guys against each other. No, you're the one trying to pit people against each other, dude. What the heck, dude? So don't pull the freaking wool over our eyes, because I don't see no sheep here, man. We ain't no sheeple. So... But then they do it the opposite way, too, so don't get it twisted, okay? They use that oppression thing to turn women against men. But they also do the same thing, men against women, dude. Men are oppressed. We kill ourselves 5 times more than women. Men have huge responsibilities. Women break men's hearts and use them for finances and security. You see where they went wrong there? A lot of that stuff, fact, then something blown out of proportion. You know what I mean? Not every woman is out there to break a man's heart and use them for finances and security. Sure, you have to look out for those people and those certain types of evil in the world, but they go from men to women and women to men. Okay, this is not a one-way street. So, okay, but that's not... women break men's hearts and use them for finances and security. Okay, but that's not true for everybody. So, what are you trying to do here? You see, we aren't born thinking this way. Society shoves this bullshit down our throats until we have wholeheartedly chosen a side. This is an example that turns men against women, just like the prior example of what turns women against men. Okay? And if you think that's the only thing they're dividing, open your eyes, I say. Okay? This all needs to stop now. They are pitting us against one another. We know exactly where all of this is headed. It's happened before. You know what I mean? This is where it's headed. Civil War II, all because we cannot handle the fact that we disagree on things, that we have to come to a point where there's going to be a physical confrontation in massive quantities. World War III, chaos, loss, and then after all the smoke clears, then comes the rebuilding, only to go through this same exact cycle every 80 years. It seems like there are 20-year periods where they talk about good things coming, then they do the action of the good things coming. Then they pit people against each other and talk about wars coming, and then the war happens, and then the rebuilding. The cycle continues. It's evident in history. I'm here to say that it doesn't need to continue like that at all, and we can break that cycle right now. but we just need more people who aren't afraid to speak and say, hey, I think peace would be a good idea. I think we don't have to be like men against women, things like that. We don't need more war and division to hopefully lead us back to a period of peace thereafter. We can have the peace right now. We need more people to speak this truth because the world will never listen to just one person or one person per every square foot or whatever. We need a lot of these people to come out and start speaking the truth and start preaching peace. Okay? This is most definitely a calling to do right. To stop chaos dead in its tracks. If this doesn't work, hundreds of thousands of innocent people will die in the coming years. They are currently brainwashing us, evoking certain emotions pertaining to political opinions. Okay? This system is being carefully weaved to incite a big war, all directly stemming from a difference of opinion, like I just mentioned. How much of this is our genuine opinion? Everything we see, everything they show us is warping our opinions. Best believe that they have a predicted reaction for us to have due to showing off this semi-altered information. They're assuming how we're going to react because they probably have X amount of people watch said information before they put it out and see what effects it has on the body. You heard of studies, when they do studies to see how humans react to things? Best believe they're using lots of studies to see, hey, what is this media jargon going to do to the people before we put it out there? Maybe it's not good enough. Maybe we need it to be more compelling. You know what I'm saying with this? Okay? There are plenty of good people working for corrupted structures. So don't think for a second that I'm some Looney Tune who firmly believes that every single individual who works for a big business is corrupt. However, if you hang around the barbershop long enough, you are bound to get a haircut. We have always seen two sides of an extreme, but it genuinely feels as though there are dark forces at play, forcing the neutral people in the middle to choose a side and to passionately hate the opposite side. We are better than this. Let's do this. Let's bypass the next 10 years of chaos with courage. I implore you. God bless. Stay safe, be blessed, and live lavishly. Love you.